Hi everyone, welcome to the Azure and AI Show. Falvey is my name from Cork in Ireland, and I should have some other people joining us today. So I'm just going to kick off and do some stuff on some AI agents. We might look at it first in the Copilot, and then we will look at Copilot Studio, and we'll see how we can build these new AI agents. So I'll just share my screen. Okay. So I'm just going to go in here to my M365 Copilot, and you can see over on the right hand side here, agents, right? These are some I've already built. HR assistant, my weather agent, stock market advisor, and you can go down here and get agents, right? So there's, as far as I can remember, there was 1,400 of these pre-built ones. So you can see there, career coach, daily bot, right? An AI assistant for stand-ups, chat GPT powered surveys, kudos, forms, virtual coffees. You got the message. So over on the left-hand side, then you got all the different categories. If you wanted to look just for education stuff, they've got career coaching there, productivity. Then you've got a whole lot of stuff inside there. Workboard AI for Copilot, right? It aligns on outcomes and drive fast results with OKRs. So stuff like that, project management, a lot of pre-built ones there. Slides GPT, right? That generates PowerPoint presentations with AI. Very interesting one. Let's click into that one. It's the first time seeing this. Okay, you can click the add, and then you can add it to your M365. So we'll just go back to the home page and we'll go to Copilot, and we can go to create an agent. Okay, click on that, and Copilot Studio pops up. If you want to edit your agents, you can go to My Agents here, or a New Agent here. The first button you get there is Describe. So what I'll do is down here in the bottom, right? So you can view all the templates here if you want by clicking this one. Just click into it. Learning coach, meeting coach, quiz tutor, some popular ones there. So we'll just type something in the box down here, and we'll go with one my speakers had on there recently was a garden agent, right? Garden agent or garden buddy, whatever you want. We'll say agent, and we'll just hit enter. Okay, so Copilot now is trying to interpret what I wanted. So yeah, it came up. Great. Now let's find the instructions for the garden agent, right? What specific tasks or goals should the garden agent accomplish? For example, it's given us, for example, should it provide gardening tips, help with plant care, or assist with garden planning. Okay, so we want this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this part, and I'm just going to paste it down into here, and I'm going to just edit this, and I'm going to say yes, it should, and take out, yes, it should provide gardening tips, help with plant care, or assist with garden planning. Okay, so once you've edited this to, and you know it looks good, you can just hit enter. Okay, so the Copilot then is going to interpret what you actually put in, and here, presto, over on the right hand side now you can see the garden agent is after coming up, and it's after configuring all these prompts for us. So gardening tips, plant care, garden planning, pest control, fertilizing, and seasonal advice. All kind of good stuff. You reckon that's to do with a garden. So now it says, now let's determine the name of the garden agent and how green thumb. Right, it's kind of saying, giving us a name like Green Thumb's Guide. Okay, please confirm or suggest another name. Okay, we'll just go with what the Copilot is after giving us just for this demo, and we'll hit the enter. And it should change then. Yeah, see on the right hand side automatically there then, the Green Thumb Guide. Okay, so now, all right, so we have all that done, right? So now we go up here to the top, and you've got configure. Okay, so I'm just going to click into configure, and then it's got, you can see the name here, right? Green Thumb Guide. And just next to here, look, you got this icon here, right? Which you can change, you know, for your actual agent, right? So if you want to change the icon, click on here and go for a picture, and we'll just leave it as it is for this, right? So the description down here, right? The garden agent provides gardening tips, help with plant care. So this is all what we put in earlier, right? And further down then there's instructions, right? You can hover over that there if you want, and it directs the behavior of the agent, including its tasks and how it completes them. Okay, so it's giving us all these kind of instructions here and prompts and stuff like that. So if we want to change any of these or add some more, we can go in and do it. So this part in here is the knowledge based stuff, right? So you can select folders and files and add a website. You can add up to 20 different knowledge sources. But for this one, we're just going to use here the web search. So I'm going to turn on the web. I'm going to enable that there. And just below that then, right, there's different capabilities there, right? Code interceptor, and then there's image generator, right? So like if you click them on, it can generate images for you as well. So just for this now, we're just going to do the prompts. So these are all the different prompts down here, right? And if you say if you want to go in and edit them, or you can delete them just here. And you can change the order here at the end. So if you wanted plant care to come up first, you could just go here and move that up. If you wanted planning the garden to be the first one. You can click on that, drag that up, and then it'll move into a different location for you. Okay. So this is the prompt. So if you want to go into the prompt and you want to change anything, like how can I get rid of ant fights on my roses? If you wanted to put anything extra in there, you can just edit the text as you go. So we'll go up here to, this is our green thumb guide. So we want to create this one, or we can actually test it as well, the prompt, if we want inside here. So we can go, how do I look after my roses? Okay. Simple. And hit your enter. And the Copilot then agent will go and generate how you're going to look after your roses. Okay, so it's kind of taking care of your roses, can be rewarding experience. Okay, it's got my name there as well. Here are some general tips. Okay, so general care, roses thrive in well-drained soil, plenty of sunlight. And it's telling us about the watering your roses deeply but infrequently. It's best to water them at the base rather than overhead to avoid wetting the leaves, which can lead to fungal disease. Interesting. So yeah, so it's giving you all the stuff about pruning, pest controls, and you're good. Down the end here, right, it says AI generated content may be incorrect. So if you think this is correct or whatever, you can actually give it a thumbs up here if you like it. And if you want to submit any feedback there, or if there was a problem, you could take a screenshot and include it there. And we could just put in something like, great stuff, and just submit. Okay, done. So up the top then you've got straightforward create. Okay, so it's generating the agent, and when it finished generating the agent, then right, it will give you a link if you wanted to share it with people, or if you want to kind of put it into your website or anything like that. So for now, we're just going to go to the agent. Isn't available for your account. Please try a different one. Okay. 1 second now, just check. Am I logged in? Yes. So not sure why that one now didn't actually come up here. So I'll just go here to get agent. Create agent. We did this earlier, so I click on my agents, and there we got, look, our green thumb guide. So we just go into him, and if we want to update it or you want to share it, you can do so here. So this is what the guide is for, what it looks like. if you're going to share it and somebody goes into it, they're just going to get that screen there. So that was a kind of a simple one, okay, that you can create on Copilot Studio. But there is just, I want to share with you 1 second now, is that we have this thing here. It's called a spectrum of agents, okay? So the one I just made there was a simple one, okay? So basically it's called a retrieval, right? It retrieves information from grounding data, summarizes and answers users' questions, like I just asked it there, how do I look after roses? And it brought it up straight away. The next one then is a task-based one, right? Take action when asked, right? It automate workflows and replace repetitive tasks for users. So like you could use this one like for HR agent, where an employee is joining the company and you want to onboard him with emails and maybe some courses that they have to do before they start work and all this sort of thing. So that's a task-based one, whereas you could put all your policies and workflows into one, and somebody sends an email or whatever to HR, it will search what it's looking for and maybe just return whatever the employee is looking for, if it's onboarding or that kind of stuff. The next one here, this is the autonomous one, right? This is the most advanced one, right? It uses orchestration with other agents who can use it for agent to agent. So a good thing as well for, we'd say, you can use it for the HR process as well, right? So you can put in actions, right? An action could be an email will go to IT to set up a new employee. And once that email is sent, it's an action, right? And it creates a trigger. So the trigger then would actually send out responses, right, say to the employee and to HR, and everything would actually be automated, and there'd be no need for any human intervention. So that's the autonomous one. I can kind of show you that as we go forward. So as you can see, from the very simple one that I demonstrated there earlier to the most advanced one, which is the autonomous one. So I'm just going to pop into, this is what Copilot Studio actually looks like. And it's giving you a few of them up here. You could use it for a help desk. You could use it for expense tracking. And the other one I was talking about there, the HR one. So just a second now, as we're there, just check and see is there any questions or anybody waiting to join. Okay, so we just go back to our Copilot Studio. So you can actually see a few of them that I made earlier in the Copilot Studio. So it's down here, down the end, the template of different agents. So website question and answers, you got financial insights, okay, help financial services professionals get quick and concise information from their organization financial documents and other available resources. So there's another one here. It's Safe Travel, provides answers to common travel questions and related health and safety guidelines. There's another one here, Benefits. Benefit Agent provides personalized information on various benefits offered by an employer that are tailored to employees' unique circumstances. So these are really ones you'd see every day, you know, like citizen service here, enable public sector organizations to build an agent with their publicly available website to assist citizens navigating services and information. And then the other one here is help desk, IT help desk. So nearly every company has one of these. So it empowers employees to resolve issues, effortlessly create support tickets, basically. So further down, there's kind of giving you some learning resources here. Free Copilot Studio Workshop. Questions there on responsible AI. Frequently asked questions. So you can click into any of these as you go. Create and deploy agents. I'll be going through that with you in a minute. Some more documentation, support community, security and governance. Coming soon. What's new? See release notes. Okay. So we'll just jump back up here and we will go to the left hand side where they have create, and then you got agents. These are kind of the pre-built ones. Again, I just click in here just to see. Yeah, these are agents that I created earlier. So, and there's different flows and down here. So if you have workflows that you want to connect to. So I don't have any in there. So this is just, and there's the library. This account here I just use for doing demos, so there's none in there. And so you can see there, look, it's got all different companies, got Google, Salesforce, ServiceNow, GitHub, and Dropbox. So it's not just Microsoft doing it on its own, it's allowing you to collaborate for all different companies. Okay, so we can just pop up here to create, and we'll go for new agent. So it's just getting things ready there. Okay, so it's kind of like previously. It's kind of telling us, hello, I'm here to help you build an agent so you can get more done. You can say something like provide the best practices for project management, or help my teammates onboard to a new project. What would you like to make? If you prefer to start building manually, you can switch to configure, which is up here on the right hand side, and view anytime, or you can skip to continue. Okay, so what we will do here, we'll type in HR agent, or HRS, yeah, T, and we'll just hit the enter button here. Okay, so Copilot now is going to look at HR agent, and it knows all about HR, because look, see, it popped up here already. It's giving us an agent designed to assist with HR-related tasks, providing information, support, and guidance to users in a professional and confidential manner. Okay, so it's giving us all these onboarding, HR policies, benefits, HR system, compensation, and documents. So these are, we know these are all things that HR look after. So we'll just come back over here, right? So it's given a Copilot is giving us, great. Now let's determine the name of your HR, right? So it's kind of in commas there is calling it a HR assistant, okay? So we could go with that. So we can just copy it out and we'll just paste it in here just as, because Copilot just suggests we'll call it a HR assistant. And I think I might have one already, but we'll call it HR assistant 2. We'll just put 2 in there just. And we'll hit the enter button. And Copilot now is going to, you'll see it'll rename it here on the right hand side. So here we go, HR Assistant 2. And it's come up with, now that we have named your agent HR Assistant 2, let's refine its behavior. Okay, so it's saying first let's define what the agent should do. And it's giving us an example. For example, you might want it to assist with onboarding, answer HR-related questions, or provide information about company policies. What specific tasks and goals should the HR assistant focus on? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy out there what it's kind of given us, right? So we wanted to help with onboarding and provide questions about company policies, okay? So copy that out, paste it in down here, and you might want, so what I'm going to say here is, yes, I want it to assist with onboarding, answer HR related questions, and provide information about company policies. Okay, you can add more in there if you like, you know, but just for this demo, we'll just go with that. So I'm just going to hit the enter. And there it is. Copilot is coming back and it says, next, let's see if you have any publicly accessible websites that you would like to add as knowledge source for HR Assistant 2. And we can add some additional stuff in here. So I'm just going to just go back and see if I got some documents like in HR documents. So I'm just going back here to OneDrive and see if there is any okay, so I don't have the HR ones in that one, so we'll just go with the next step here is configure. So as you can see, again, it's giving you the option there if you want to change the icon and put your own icon in, maybe your company logo or something like that. So description, so HR Agent 2 helps with onboarding, answer HR related questions, and provide information about company policies. Okay, so it's giving us instructions down here, right? It's telling us that it's going to assist in onboarding new employees by providing necessary information and resources. It's going to answer HR related questions from employees, such as benefits, leave policies, and company procedures, provide information about company policies, and ensure employees are aware of the latest updates. Okay, so we won't go read down through all of them. We'll just scroll down to the next section here. So like if you have documents with policies and procedures and onboarding, you can just click in here to the ad, and it'll wherever you have it on your Dataverse, or if you've got it on your SharePoint, you can just upload it here. Okay, so we'll just move on. So the next one is the internet. So what we'll actually do, we'll just enable that one for the demonstration. But if you were a company and you didn't want it taking stuff off the internet, you disable that and you just use your knowledge up here. Okay, so it's given us some of the prompts, and as I was showing earlier, if you want to delete one and add your own one, so I'll just for the demo, I'll just copy this one. Okay, so we'll just copy this one here. So can you explain the company's leave policies? Okay, so we'll just delete this one, okay? And you can see there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So if we want to add a different one here, we can click add one here. The title, we put it back in as HR questions. HR questions, okay, and we'll just put our can explain company leave policy. Okay, so that's that. We can go over here and we could ask it a question, right? So something like what benefits do I get when I join the company? Okay, something like that, just for the demo, okay? So it's coming up here, okay. When new employees join the company, they typically receive a range of benefits, which can include, we won't read all of it now, but it says Social Security, workers' compensation, benefits start from day one, okay. They've got a health plan, they've got vision insurance, 401k, life insurance. So great stuff. So we'll just continue up the top. And it's just giving us an option here, right? So just in the middle here now is actually as you can see, the general description, general instructions. So we're using orchestration here. So you use generative AI to determine the best response for users. That's because we didn't add any information. We're just using the internet to give us replies. Okay, so you can add conversation topics and guide the way your agents answer. So you can go by, greetings, start over. So you can add more topics here to it if you like. So we just click on that there just to see it's giving us a new topic up here, create a description, and it's given us a few here that are switched on already. So we'll just go back. Oh yes, just while we're here, you can see up in the top here, it's giving us these options, right? You got overview. Okay, so that's giving you the overview. Then you got the knowledge. So we didn't add anything in here, so this is where you can actually add the stuff. And then the topics, we just were in there, and these are all turned on. We can go to actions. I'll show you more of that in a second. Activities. Obviously, we just done this now, so it's just complete. So analytics, publish our agent first. So we'll have to publish it before we'll actually get any stuff here. And channels then is the last one. So if you have anything that you want to add to your HR agent, like maybe Teams or Copilot or demo websites, or if your company uses Slack, you can click in there as well. So that, and the email. So that's what your channels are. So we're just going to go back to the first one, the overview, and we scroll down here. So the actions, okay, we can add an action here, right? And this could be, now because it's a HR one, you could use it to send an email. So you can search up the top here, right? And you can put in email. Okay. So they're giving you the options for your email. So like if you're using Gmail or if you're using Outlook, you can just pick one of these ones. And so there's Office and Outlook here, outlook.com. So we can just click on that one. So this is, you're going to use your Outlook. Just a second there now. Just checking to see, was there anybody wanted to join? So this is where you set up the email for the person. Okay, so we can. And the description down here then is this operation gets an email by ID, right? So you can change that if you want. End user authentication, right? You can set up that authentication as well, describe the purpose of the action, right? So we could put in here onboarding. Okay, so and we can just click on the action then. Okay. So there, I just put in this as the action, right? So that when that email is sent, then it creates a trigger, Okay, so the trigger, we click on the trigger. So say for HR, if you wanted IT to get an email to configure a new employee's account, this is what will happen. So the action is to send an email, and then it creates a trigger. So inside the trigger, then it's like here when a new email arrives. Okay, so we'll click this one, and we go next. So this is the trigger now being put into the right. So this trigger uses the following apps: a green check, right? So you can see now the two are green, so they're actually working. So when a new email arrives, right, triggers your agent with a certain message upon the event when the email arrives. So when the email arrives, then it gets your IT to onboard the new employee, and you're good to go then. So I'll just go next. And then this is what you need to fill out then for the trigger, right? So they're giving you options, right? Mail folder to check new email, okay? So you can set up here, pick a folder where you want the actual message to go to. So you could say inbox, okay? And these are other optional ones if you want to set up other responses to your trigger. So it's giving you this one here, a drop down, and include, and you can say yes or no, but just for now we're just doing that. So we'll create the trigger. Okay, so adding your trigger and time to test. Okay, so we close. So this is the section over here on the right hand side, so you can actually ask your HR about different stuff. Could ask it company policy, on holidays. And we'll hit the enter button, and we'll see what the HR agent, HR assistant, so as you can see there on the right hand side, it lists of observed holidays, guidance on working during the holidays, and all the different policies and whatever. So you can see up here, the session is complete. So we can just hit on publish. So it's telling us here there's a risk. It's just that I didn't set up any email addresses in it, and it might be a problem with it. So there's some great website that I'll just bring you to as well, where you can get all the information about setting up some of these agents. So it's saying your agent is being published. Feel free to close this window, and it'll keep. Okay, so that's that. So if I just go to agents here, and you can see here we have our HR assistant here. and some of the other agents I made earlier. So that website where you can find all the information about all these agents is adoption.microsoft.com Copilot. So here we go. There is some fantastic stuff that Microsoft is after putting in here. There's the latest view or new Wave 2. So you can click in there if you want to have a look at that stuff. So the Microsoft 365 Copilot built for the era of human-agent collaboration. So you can see there up in the top, this is what's going to happen going forward. Microsoft 365 Copilot app. So all this kind of stuff, there's some nice videos on it as well, and it's showing you how to create different types of agents. So I'm just going to go back where we were here. So you can get Copilot kits. They've got a scenario library and new people skills and the skill agents. So I'll just go down a bit further. So lots of these stuff here for getting ready. So I just want to go back to the top here, right? Because they've got 3 different sections here, right? So you got the 365 Copilot chat, and then you got the Copilot itself. So the difference, this one is on the web, and then this one is inside your M365 account. Then we got the AI agent. So we just click into this one here first, and it gives you the stuff changes down here then for the different things. As you can see, when I click, it gives me the different one for each section. So we'll just go back again to the main page. Okay. So you can view by role. So if you're a business user or developer or IT professional, you can click on here and it'll bring you to the stuff for that particular thing. So if we go to here, M365 Copilot, it takes us back to this one, and here's the kit. This is where all the stuff is actually inside here. It can give you PowerPoint presentations on all the stuff. So we can view the full Microsoft 365 Copilot hub. Okay, it's bringing us back here. So we can explore the kit. And if we say we want to go to Copilot Chat and Agents Overview Guide, okay. So we want to explore the kit. And it gives you an option here then to actually download it, okay. So I'm downloading there now, Copilot Chat Success, and it's a big enough file, so I'm just going to open it. So it's got onboarding template, M365 Copilot, 4 steps. So we'll just open this one here. and it gives you full PowerPoint presentation. There's 25 slides in it. Okay, so here you go. It's Microsoft 365 Copilot implementation framework, and all the slides are done for you. It's giving you speakers notes down the end, as you can see there. So showing you here the Copilot user interface for AI. So there's where you interact with the Copilot to build your agents like we did earlier. So it's giving you all the kind of different steps. So it's the adoption curve, access, return of investment, and governance. So some great stuff in there. I'm just kind of going through this one here, like the chat. I done the first one on the chat as the start of it, and then I went and done the agent one in Copilot Studio. So the chat one is free. It's a free AI chat, right? It's powered by ChatGPT 4.0, and it's grounded on the web. You just use it on the web. Whereas the Copilot Studio, then you have to pay for that, right? You can either pay for consumption, like pay as you go, or you can get a license for it. So they're giving it in the notes below here. So you can see it's either you can meter the consumption or you can actually pay for it. As far as you know, it's $30 per month, but they do give a free trial of it. So yeah, here we go, $30 for a month, or you can pay $200 as well, $200 for a tenant. They're just giving you 3 different leadership, human change, technical roles. So it kind of breaks them down into different categories. So you can see there again, like the way it's set up, Copilot readiness checklist. Here are you. So you can see the different human changes, work streams, maximum value, how much you're willing to pay, and all that kind of stuff. So it's put all these slides together for you and tells you all about how your company can use clarify the AI value-driven stuff like your organization, business strategy, applied AI experience, AI governance. You know, it can tell you how you can do all these things. Create an AI council, IT enablement teams, change management, risk management, and you know, it tells you everything about it. There's all the different scenarios, then like all the different roles like HR, marketing, operations, IT, sales, and finance. So they've got a scenario library. Okay, so it's giving you the address for it here, and to click and you can follow the link and it'll give you all the different scenarios for all the different kind of roles. Different business outcomes. how to prioritize licenses and capitalize on early productivity gains, how to get up and running quickly and build momentum when you can expect to see, and how to qualify business results. So all great stuff in here. It's kind of giving you the different best practices and curves and some great stuff. So there's 25, 27 slides in this deck. So just go on to that website, adoption.microsoft.com, and you can download all these for free. You just close this one. So just giving you an overview on it. And the other one we had, 1 second there now. So it's giving you Copilot Chat Trainer Kit. So there's 4 different PowerPoints inside here. So prompts, and we'll just go into this one for a second. So there's just one slide here on prompts, do's and don'ts. So it's telling you kind of be clear and specific, keep it conversational, give examples, ask for feedback, write legibility, you know, so that the AI can give you the best response. So some of the don'ts down here, like, you know, being vague, don't, you know, request inappropriate, unethical content, don't use slang, jargon, or informal language, don't give conflicting instructions. That's like prompting Copilot to perform a task that includes multiplying or conflicting pieces of information in the same request. Can confuse the AI, and the results will be lower. So don't interpret or change topics abruptly. This could disrupt Copilot writing process. Always close or finish a task before starting a new one. When starting a new task, write new task. Okay, so there's some of the do's and don'ts. And again, all this stuff is on that website, adoption.microsoft.com. So there's giving you a training one here as well. So getting started with M365 Copilot. Okay, some great like examples of chat prompt. So what is Copilot chat? Like, this is kind of very good stuff, because a lot of people get confused with AI and Gen AI, and then chat, and then Copilot Studio. So this is kind of a good one. So use Copilot chat on the go. Getting started with Copilot chat. So that's it, everyone. Until next week. Okay, and just back to here. So thanks everybody for joining me on this week's Azure and AI show, and thanks for teaching me this. Okay, thank you. And I'll be here again next week with some more stuff on those AI agents. Thank you very much, and